you feel you are something special, you are attended, you are cared, you also told the right word, you are cared. Care is what we call love. If somebody gives his attention to you, you say he loves you. If you give your attention to somebody, you say you love him. That's all. Giving attention or having attention is what is love. When you give your attention, you say you love him. When you receive attention from somebody, you say he loves you. Am I right? Any question? May has not understood.
Well, a lot of times you hear people say, I care for you, but I don't love you. Yeah. Especially in American society.
Caring and not loving, I don't think there can be caring without love. And I don't think there is a difference between these two.
I think it's a different kind of love.
That's all. But I say general love. Totally, love means it's a caring.
The expectations also matter. The expectations, with or without expectations.
Without expectation it cannot happen. Without expectation only enlightened man can love. I tell you. No, it's the truth. So never think that our love is without expectation or something like that.
The depth of expectation. Probably the depth of expectation.
No, even that, you see, only two things, expectation or no expectation. That's all. And when a person becomes a love, when his whole being becomes love, only then he can give loving, he can give love without any expectation. Otherwise it is not possible. So, let us not bother about expectation or not. That is the basic thing, with expectation only. Whether we give or receive, that is the love. Let us understand basically what is love. Then step by step we will go. Yes, something.
Love for a place is not having expectation.
Love for a place. How do you say you want to be there? Huh? Then you don't have love. You see, the very love, you imagine that about that place continuously. How can you say I love the place, I don't want to be there? It is simply your feeling to want to be there only is the love for the place. You see, if you love some place, naturally you want to be there. You would like to stay there. That is the love. Otherwise, how will you say that you are loving that place? When you remember, you feel like you are pulled, you are called. That is what is love. Even place, the love for a place is nothing but with expectation. So you understand first, I think Jayashree can take the notes later on. How many of this type of courses you attended earlier? Not even one. First course. That is why you are not yet experienced. How many of you have attended any other courses like this? Please, you can raise your hands. And how many of you have taken notes at the time? Raise the hands. And how many of you went back to the house and started seeing once more?
I did.
No.
You are on exemption. Last time also you are the only exemption who raised the hand. Nobody else. 90%. You say 99, I suspect you, I don't believe you. Even if you say that I go and revise it, I don't believe.
She does. She tells me.
Maybe rarely.
Thank you.
I think she has no other work. I have not seen a single person who takes the notes and goes back to the house and sees it back. No. Most of the time, when we go back to the house, we just put that in some cupboard. When you shift your house, you just come upon that notebook and say, oh, that Swami from Bangalore came. Yes, that course notebook. With respect, put it in the dustbin. So, don't go for notes. Understand. If you take notes, instead of understanding now, you will postpone the understanding. You will think, I'll go and study in the house. So instead of that, at least understand, you will have notes in your heart. And once you understand, you don't need to remember it. The idea will remember you. People ask me, Swamiji, should we practice all these teachings in the house? I tell them, no. Don't practice. If you have to remember and practice, then what you have understood? If you really understand, you don't need to practice. You don't need to remember them. The teachings will remember you. They will just come up whenever it is necessary. I always tell people, try to forget everything. If it is really worth in your life, you will not be able to forget. Do you forget your name? No. You don't forget your basic details or basic things about your life. Same way, if it is a basic need, if understanding is a basic thing, you will not be able to forget. If you don't understand, only then you need to remember. Once this becomes an understanding, you don't need to remember it. The understanding will remember you. I again and again tell the people, if you really understood, if you really grasp what I say, if you really interact, that is more than enough. Whenever you take something, swallow something without understanding, only then you need to again and again remember. You understand what I say now? Just, if you understand, that is more than enough. You don't need to remember the teachings. Teachings will remember you. Heart. Whenever you are given care, you say, you are loved. Whenever you give your attention, you say, you are loving. Heart center, the anahata chakra, is related to this attention only. Whenever I say there is a heart center, there is an anahata chakra, people immediately ask me, Swamiji, I underwent bypass surgery, will it be there as it is? Whether you underwent bypass surgery or open heart surgery, the anahata chakra will be there as it is. Don't bother about it. It will be there as it is. It is not physical, it is more metaphysical. It is more spiritual. The key for the anahata chakra is whenever you give your attention, the energy center opens. Whenever you ask for the attention of the others, this gets locked. We may say, when are we asking? All your fight in the house is nothing but the asking of attention from others. Everything. Let us look a little deep into the mechanisms of anahata chakra. Actually, you feel pampered when you are attended. You feel you are recognized when you are attended. Have you seen the kids? They will be playing in the house. They will throw something here, there. They will just put few steps forward. And then they will wait and see your face. Whether you recognize it or not. They will just look at your face. If you recognize, if you say okay, they will go ahead. If you just gaze at them, if you show a different face to them, immediately they will sit silently. They will keep quiet.
Not all children, Swami.
Of course, some they start crying and weeping or anyhow, they just sit or they just wait for your attention, for your recognition. Same way, you also continuously wait for others' recognition. Whenever you do something, you immediately wait for the others' certificate. Even if they don't affect your day-to-day life, even if they are not directly related to your day-to-day life, you wait for others' certificate. People come and tell me, no, Swamiji, I just do everything as a service. I never expect anything. If you don't expect anything, you will not even expect the good opinion of the others. But what all of us do? End of the day, we just wait for what? Certificate. Good wife, good husband, good son. If you are not given certificate, sometimes you demand also. Most of the time, we demand. Understand a little deeply. Every action, if you scan your life, every step you can see you are expecting certificate. You are expecting certificate from somebody. From the very young age, you are conditioned to live with good certificates. You are conditioned to aspire for good certificates. In the West, I saw even many houses I saw, they put that good wife, good husband, good parents. Actual certificate itself is given. Kids give for parents, husbands give for wives, and wives give for husbands. The certificate itself is given. The certificate from the other, the opinion from the other becomes a driving force for us to live. Most of the time, if somebody doesn't give you certificate or recognition, if nobody recognizes you, you feel lonely. You feel lonely. We are continuously afraid of loneliness. Loneliness is more or less like a poison for us. Your ego is alive only when the others exist. You are a good person only in front of so many persons, so many people. If nobody is there, if nobody recognizes you, if you are alone, your ego feels hurt because it is not getting pampered, it's not getting boosted, it is just there. Your ego slowly withers away. If you stay alone in your room, there is nobody to praise you. You cannot feel you are a good person. Only with so many others, you can feel you are a good person. Alone, can you feel you are a good person? No, there is no comparison. Your ego doesn't have a base to say you are a good person. Your ego does not have any support. Only in the relationship ego flourishes. Whether good or bad, it flourishes only in the relationship. In aloneness, ego never flourishes. That is why aloneness is very killing. We are always afraid of aloneness. Aloneness means we feel frightened. We continuously work only for certificates, only for the other signature. Our life is nothing but a long signature campaign. We have a big notebook. In that we have written, good husband, please sign. Good wife, please sign. Good son, please sign. Our life is nothing but a long signature campaign. You just expect signature from everyone.